In 2019, unarmed ex-soldier Sean Fitzgerald was shot and killed in Coventry by West Midlands Police Firearms. 31-year-old Fitzgerald died from a single gunshot wound to his chest after police stormed a property in Coventry during what was called an intelligence-led operation. An operation which led to the death of one and absolutely no weapons or associated paraphernalia being found at the property. At the time and directly after the incident, the IOPC said the officer was not the subject of a criminal investigation relating to the death of Sean Fitzgerald, but would face a misconduct hearing following a mandatory referral from the force. At the time, Sean's brother, Liam, said, "Whilst we are pleased that the officer who shot Sean has now at least been served with a gross misconduct notice, we are shocked that the IOPC considers that the officer should not be served with a notice that his actions are subject to criminal investigation. We have only been given limited information to date, but that information indicates that the officer should be under criminal investigation in close coordination with the CPS, with a charging decision being made without delay. Sean was totally unarmed when he died as a result of this officer's actions, and we don't believe he should be able to continue carrying a firearm when potential gross misconduct has been identified." However, new information suggests that the firearms officer is now under criminal investigation for potential homicide offences. In a statement confirming a criminal inquiry is now underway, the IOPC said the West Midlands police officer had been advised that they are being investigated for potential homicide offences. IOPC Regional Director Derek Campbell said this complex investigation is nearing conclusion. Following a review of all the evidence obtained and the receipt of legal advice, we have revisited our position on potential criminal conduct. This does not mean that a criminal charge will necessarily follow. At the conclusion of our investigation, we will decide whether to refer the matter to the Crown Prosecution Service to consider whether any charges should be brought. The officer and Mr Fitzgerald's family have been advised of this development. This was a tragic incident that led to a man losing his life, and our thoughts remain with all of those affected by Mr Fitzgerald's death. Commenting on news of the criminal inquiry, Liam Fitzgerald, Sean's brother, said, "I welcome the decision of the IOPC to conduct a homicide investigation into my brother's death. From very soon after Sean's death, it has been my belief that this should have been a criminal investigation. I now hope that the investigation is concluded quickly and that a decision to bring criminal charges will follow." Liam added, "Sean was completely unarmed when he was killed, and I believe the force used was unnecessary and disproportionate." Solicitor Helen Stone, who is acting for Liam Fitzgerald, said it is now over 3 years since Sean's death and his family still do not have answers. However, we consider the fact that the IOPC are now investigating homicide offences to be a positive development, and trust that the IOPC will act swiftly to complete their investigation in a robust manner and in close coordination with the Crown Prosecution Service to ensure there is no delay in reaching a charging decision. Shortly after the shooting, the IOPC said it had verified that a single round was discharged by a firearms officer as Mr Fitzgerald emerged from the rear of the property while other officers were gaining entry at the front. Now, it will be interesting to see whether this is simply a way of getting the family off their backs, or whether the firearms officer who shot an unarmed man and killed him will in fact be held accountable for his itchy trigger finger. Obviously, we'll keep an eye on this and we'll see where it goes. Big thank you to channel supporters, especially these guys. Your support is truly appreciated. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.